get to a point of where you're taking trips with people and doing all of that kind of stuff, and to know that there are people who could be around you that are harboring this level of resentment or anger or anything, to the degree that it can end up in somebody being harmed. And in this case, it was. Y'all better understand something. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. That's the Bible, whether you read it or not. If you read another book, there's got to be something in that book that's going to tell you something similar to that, because it's really about principle. It's not even, that's not religion. That is spiritual principle.
They just took over there out of her comfort zone. She didn't see it coming. But when I saw in that casket and I saw the knot, I looked like it was swole to cut on her lip, I know for a fact.
Do y'all want justice for Shanquella? I said, do you want justice for Shanquella? Charlotte is going to hold this family down because Shanquella is a native of Charlotte, North Carolina. We have got to step up and stand in solidarity with this family. People say justice for Shanquella. You must know the God that we serve. Justice has already been done. You can run, but you cannot hide. I say it again, you can run, but you cannot hide. And they tell you you're not going to fight, and she says no. Well, guess what? We're going to fight for you. We're going to fight for you.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on, girl? They done did it now. DJ, stop the beat. Let me tell you guys, in this video, they done did it now. They got Kelly Price talking about the Shanquella case. Yes, Kelly Price, she is going off on it, as she should. And another thing, we do have clips of the rally. We got parts and clips of the rally from Shanquella Rally from yesterday. We're going to play a clip in this video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Gossip Girl XOXO. And another thing, every credit, I got it from 2 sources. Shout out to IGTALKTV. That's where I got the Kelly Price stuff. And Queen City News, I got the rally stuff. And I put the links below for y'all. Check it out. We're going to have to stop and go. Let's go. Come on, Kelly, talk.
So I really wanted to pose this question because I want to know what you guys think about it. It has perplexed me for the last few weeks, more so than it has in a very long time, as I've been watching the Shanquella Robinson situation play out on television. Shanquella Robinson, a beautiful, intellectual, and from everything we've heard, she's beautiful. She was intelligent. She had her whole life in front of her. And it was ended by people that she regarded as friends. Okay. And this has been bothering me because somebody that can get so angry like that, to the degree of doing real bodily harm and then you, I don't think there's an actor talented enough to convince me that they like me. If they don't, or if they hate me, or if they want to see something bad happen to me. And I do realize that, you know, sometimes things really can be hidden right in plain sight, but I can't even imagine what her parents are going through right now. She went on vacation with these young people. These are people that she hung around at home in the neighborhood. These were her friends. She called them her friends. And they went away out of the country. Who would go out of the country? Who would go that far away from home, from everything that they know, everything that they love, and everything that they regard as sacred and safe and security for them? Who would go away with someone that far away from home, that far away from all of those things, not believing that if something were to happen to you while you were traveling with them, they wouldn't look out for you while you're traveling? And so to know that this young lady took a trip with these individuals, and not only were they responsible for causing her bodily harm, but ultimately for her death. What scares me about it is that, based on what I just said, I have to 100% believe that Shanquella believed that those people that she was on vacation with were her friends. And clearly they weren't, right? So I've been seeing this decline over the years. It started many, many years ago, right? I'm not gonna even act like it just started. But it's scary to me because I feel like that it's in the culture, it's acceptable, like the mean girl thing, right? Like seriously, the mean girl thing. I'm not talking about dumb, stupid stuff. I'm talking about stuff that changes lives and trajectories and all of that, right? So I remember when the craze started among women specifically, right? Hey, that's my. I remember all of that, right? And when it first started, I was like, yeah, I wish I would. Like, seriously, don't call me that. Because if a brother call you that, you're gonna spaz. And when if you were in my age category or before, you know, my generation, you would say the same thing. If anybody called you that, it was time to throw hands. Like, it wasn't funny, it wasn't a joke, it wasn't endearing, it was none of those things. And we normalized it, right? So now nobody really cares. Women call each other that all the time. They're like, that's my, and it's cool. But it really isn't, right? If I am to believe that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, if you call me I have to believe that that's what you actually believe I am, which means you're not my friend, right? So I'm getting to my point, but I'm trying to lay it out so that you can understand what my thought process is, because I really, really want to know. Like, educate me. Educate me. If I got this wrong, I don't want to be wrong about it. But there's something wrong. There is a disconnect somewhere. What is the definition of the word friend? Because I've watched it decline now for years, and people are legit calling people friends that don't check for them like that at all. And that's not something that we did when we were growing up. Like, if you didn't mess with me and I didn't mess with you, it was cool. You stay over in your corner, I'll stay over in mine, and we don't have to fool with each other. But to get to a point of where you're taking trips with people and doing all of that kind of stuff, and to know that there are people who could be around you that are harboring this level of resentment or anger or anything, to the degree that it can end up in somebody being harmed. And in this case, it was. Y'all better understand something. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. That's the Bible, whether you read it or not. If you read another book, there's got to be something in that book that's going to tell you something similar to that, because it's really about principle. It's not even, that's not religion. That is spiritual principle that should reside, I think, inside of human shells, right? Like, where is the milk of human kindness? Where is just being decent to people and treating people decently just because they are another human being?
Do y'all want justice for Shanquella? I said, do you want justice for Shanquella? And I want them to hear us all the way in Mexico, y'all. Yes, sir.
Saturday wasn't just a chance to remember Shanquella Robinson and shower her family with support, but to call for justice.
You can't run and you can't hide. And God promised that vengeance is mine. And I will make them pay.
We're offering our civil rights services to you, both local and national. A private investigator to help track them down. I know they might run, but they can't run long. I say they can't run long.
They just took over there out of her comfort zone. She didn't see it coming. But when I saw in that casket, and I saw the knot, I like a swole to cut on the lip, I know for a fact that it did some bodily harm to her.
What was meant to humiliate this young lady turned around and introduced this young lady to the world.
And they tell you you're not going to fight, and she says no. Well, guess what? We're going to fight for you. We're going to fight for you.